Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing another crochet install with this gorgeous burgundy Amazon deep wave hair. So let's get started. So I already did my braid install, as you can see, and we're going to need a crochet, and this is the hair that I use. I'm going to leave this in the description box below. And this is the hair. It is really pretty, guys. It's silky. It doesn't feel tangly. It's not shedding. And it's just like some really cute deep wave curls. So some of the things we're going to need, of course, is our crochet needle, some scissors. I'm going to be using Got to Be glue and freeze spray. And this is how they came. They're not pre-looped, but they have a little bit of loop on the end. So I'm going to be taking medium size strands, and of course I'm going to be doing the single strand or the single loop crochet method. And if you want to know more about single and double loop crochet methods that I use, you can look back in some of my other crochet videos. I also get into better detail about how I do some of my braid installs as well. And I'm starting in the back. I always usually start in the back, and then I work my way up to the front, starting on usually the side that I want to probably have my part on, if that makes sense at all. So this braid install is like a typical braid install. So what I have is 8 braids in the front, and they're connected to 4 braids in the back. So every 2 braids are connected to 1 braid in the back. And the reason why I do that is because usually with crochet hair, if you put too much in the back, it will tend to be like really bulky and like have a lot of weight in the back, and it just gives it kind of like an awkward shape. And you really want to have more of the fullness in the front, and you want to make sure that you can't see the braids, and you want to make sure everything is nice and covered. So usually I do more braids in the front than in the back, and this is just like a really easy sure-proof way of getting everything really placed nicely. So I'm continuing on working back to front, trying to get those strands as close up to the front of my hairline as I possibly can. I have a lot of baby hair, so I can't get it but so close, but I'm trying to get it really close. And as you can see, I'm continually using the single loop method, and I'm gonna probably make this my last row, because I want to put my part somewhere along here. Yep. And I'm going to probably put my part somewhere along here. So I'm just going to keep going until I can, until I can't anymore, until I have no more braid or cornrow in the front. And as you can see, no hair is shedding. And so now I'm going to start on the other side, because like I said, I want my part to be right where I left off on the other side, and I want all of the other hair to be going in the opposite direction, so I can have a part right there on the side. So now I'm going to be starting in the back, moving forward. And also my parting with my crochet strands, so what I'm doing is in the back I am placing them about 1.5 fingers to a finger apart. So the spacing is like about, like I said, 1 finger apart. So you really don't want to put the crochet hair in the back to back, because it's, like I said again, it can tend to get really bulky, and it kind of looks a little weird. But as I work my way up to the front, with the front of the hair with the smaller braids, I'm going to do my strands right next to each other as close as I can, so with no spacing, because in the front you can see more of the install, and I want everything to be covered. So once everything is in and all the curls are like placed and kind of like styled and taken apart, pulled apart a little bit, you won't be able to see the spacing in the back. So I don't know why this way works, it just does, and it just makes it come out so much better. So as you can see, I'm continuing to work from back to front, and again, I'm using that single loop method, and these strands were not pre-looped. So you know, some people like pre-loop strands because they're a little bit easier, because they're already sectioned out for you. Like each strand is the same exact size and you don't have to make the loop and all that. But in this case, not having them pre-looped gives a little bit of freedom to make the loop as big as you want, to kind of it kind of makes the whole process faster, because sometimes when they're pre-looped, the loop is kind of small and you have to try to like fit it through to make the knot. But in this case, it not being pre-looped really wasn't that bad, so I liked it like that. So now we're just finishing up. I'm just going through all my hair, and as you can see, nothing is it's really wasn't any tangles or a lot of shedding. So I was surprised because of the curls and everything. Like, it was pretty good. So now I'm gonna go back, and now I'm gonna try to finish everything off by making a little bit of a faux hairline. Now what I'm gonna do is just so I can cover my knots, and you don't have to do this. This is just something that I am doing for this install, just to give it a little bit of a more finished look. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my rat tail comb and I'm cleaning up the part area, and now I'm going to take some of that Got2b glue and really slather it down up against my parting where my hair is left out, or where you can see some of my roots from where the knots are. And I'm going to take a little bit of that crochet hair, some of that hair that was left over. I am going to cut it into like I guess into fours, not too long, like medium-sized pieces, and I'm going to place it right on top of that Got2b glue, and I'm going to put a little freeze spray on there so I can hold it. So basically I'm using the Got2b glue and the freeze spray as my glue or my adhesive, so I can kind of make like a little faux hairline here, guys. And so I'm using a rat tail comb and my fingers to kind of maneuver it around and kind of try to get that natural look in the front of a cute little hairline, and making sure I'm covering up all of my crochet knots. And of course, you don't have to do this. This is just something I'm doing for this install. So now I'm going to use my hair dryer to get it nice and dry and kind of hard. And again, I'm going to be using my my spray. I'm going to be adding little pieces as I add the glue first. I'm going to add another piece. I'm going to put the Got2b glue spray and then dry it with the hair dryer to get it nice and hard. And so I'm just working my way around the part where I can see the knots. And this doesn't have to be perfect, and I really didn't want it to be perfect because I kind of want it to look like natural roots a little bit coming out. So I'm tapping it down using my rat tail comb, and I'm just kind of maneuvering around and placing it around until I get it how I want it. Tapping it down, tapping down that Got2b glue gel, and maneuvering it around a little bit, adding that freeze spray, and then I'm gonna blow dry. Get everything nice and hard and keep it in place. And actually, guys, this actually worked pretty well. It stayed in place for a long time. Like, that Got2b glue and the spray really worked just like glue. So I mean, you could probably use wig glue if you wanted, like lace front wig glue. but they got to be glue and they got to be freeze spray. Worked really well. So that's what I use, guys. So as you can see, I'm just working my way down from where I placed the faux hairline along the part, and now I'm working my way down along the side of my edges, typically where I probably will put my baby hair. But since I'm doing this little faux hairline, I'm just gonna bring it on down to my edges just so it can blend in a little bit more, and you know, just so it can kind of go all together. I'm just trying something a little bit different this time, and so it can cover all the knots. And you know, it's kind of working for me, guys. So you know, it's kind of cute. This also is a really good way of hiding your natural hair color along the edges if you're using a different hair color for your crochet strands. So as you can see, it's really cute, guys. So I put my scarf on for about an hour to lay down those edges, and this is the results. I love this color, guys. I love the curls. They were really cute. It was easy to install. Not a lot of shedding, barely any tangling. So this hair was definitely worth it. Again, I'm going to be leaving the hair that I used from Amazon in the description box below. And if you want to see some more videos like this, guys, just leave me a comment and, you know, tell me what you think. Also, don't forget to check out my website, thehairyfairyshop.com, where you can find all types of organic oils, shampoos, conditioners for moisturizing, hair growth, and more. Don't forget to check it out at thehairyfairyshop.com. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.